कि तुमसे जुदा हो के हम तबाह हो गए. Guys, this is Megha Jain and I'm very foodie, and these days I'm trying to avoid fatty food, but my mind is like, तो तुमसे जुदा हो के हम तबाह हो गए. Yes, this feeling I get for the food. And this is the pasta I made just few moments ago, and trust me, it's super delicious, and I'm gonna teach you how to cook this pasta. It is very low budget and it's also a weight loss recipe. So yes, I'm going to tell you how to cook this pasta, what to use, and yes, so watch the whole segment. Thank you. So guys, finally we are here, and I'm going to enlist all the ingredients which I use to make the pasta. The very important ingredient which I used is the macaroni. Yes, and you won't believe it that I bought it just for ₹20. Yeah. So this, you can see, it is the Bambino macaroni, and it is made from durum wheat semolina. So yes, the macaroni, the pasta, it is considered to be a healthy substitute for the noodles, because the noodles are made from the white flour and the pasta is made from the wheat. So we can also eat it daily for the breakfast purpose. So yes, these are the macaroni which I bought from the shop. You can also see it has got some directions of mentioned on the behind of the packet, and yeah, it is 20 rupees. Okay. The second ingredient I'm gonna talk about is the dark soya sauce. Yes, so when I went to this shop to get the soya bean sauce, I actually had lots of options, but then I chose Ching's Secret dark soya sauce because it was available in this pouch, and unlike the bottles they give, because the bottles can always just break and create a mess. So instead I chose to buy the soya sauce, and it also cost less to me. The cost was less than the other companies. You can see it cost me just ₹20. And the soya sauce is, you can say, it's the it's the soul of every Chinese food, whether it be chow mein or spring roll or chili potato, so it provides a very unique flavor, and it is required only in a very small quantity, the soya sauce. So yes, this is the soya sauce I got. And our third ingredient is the vinegar. Yes, so the vinegar, you can see I bought this vinegar from the shop, and the company is 9am. Actually, I'm not sure about the company because this was the only available vinegar in the shop, so I just bought it. Yes, so you can see this is a synthetic vinegar prepared from acetic acid. So yeah, vinegar is like it is kind of also a very important ingredient in every Chinese dish, but it is very frequently used in noodles and pasta. And it cost me only ₹35. Not a big deal. Yes, but the thing is you will require it only just in a very small quantity. I think just 1 or 2 tablespoons of it. So if you already have it, you can use it, and you have to store it in a cool and a dry place, you know. And yes, the instructions are mentioned below. Okay, so this was our vinegar. So the next ingredient I'm gonna talk about is the ketchup, and it is the hot and sweet tomato chili sauce, which is different from the normal tomato ketchup we use. Normal tomato ketchup, we use in like everything we eat, whether it be Maggi, whether it be noodles, any kind of noodles, or whether it be sandwiches, or even parathas, pizza, like burgers. So yes, I decided to buy this hot and sweet tomato chili sauce because it is a bit spicy, and for people who like a little spicy, I think it's very good for them, because it provides a very I would say a very different taste to the pasta, unlike the normal ketchup, which is only sweet. It's not it's not it's not actually spicy, and this one is really hot and sweet. So I bought this just for rupees 20. Yeah, I bought it just for rupees 20. Yes. And the next ingredient I'm going to talk about is the chili powder, which I already had with me. I didn't actually buy it because I already had it with me, and you can skip this ingredient because people who really like very spicy pasta, only they they should use it, because it will make it really spicy. So I guess we already use the hot and sweet tomato chili sauce, so this, if you want to use this, it depends on you. And also I already have salt with me. I didn't buy it, I already had it with me. And also I had this turmeric powder with me. Yes. And I didn't buy these 3 ingredients because mostly you can always find it in your kitchen. And as we know, the turmeric is very important therapeutic spices, because a lot of times we use it with the milk when we catch fever or cold. So it's available in every household, and even I, being a hostel student, even I had it with me because I need it from time to time. So yes, the salt, the chili powder, and the turmeric powder. And the next ingredient I'm gonna talk about is the black pepper powder, which is also called the Kali Mirch powder, and it is a very unique requirement for this pasta because I like pasta with a very strong taste, and this powder will provide a very strong taste to the pasta. And as you can see, it cost me only rupees 20, and I'm not actually sure about the company because this one was the only available black pepper powder in the shop, so I just bought this one at the moment. But I think it's good, and yes, so it is the Chak De Kali Mirch powder. And if you don't have this Kali Mirch powder, you can also use like garam masala as a substitute. just to provide a flavor. So this is the black pepper powder. And guys, finally our last ingredient is the vegetables. So I didn't use a lot of vegetables, I used only the tomatoes, the onions, and the capsicum. But you guys can also use like carrots or beans or corn as per your requirement and your individual choices. But since I'm a hostel student, I live in a hostel and I don't want to spend a lot of money, and still I want to get the same taste. So these are the very basic and essential requirements. So this is the tomato, and I got this in, like, it was rupees 40 per kg, and I bought just half kgs or even less. So I don't remember, but yes, it won't cost you much. And the onions, which are actually cheap these days, and I got it just for 10 rupees per kg. So yes, the onions and the capsicum. Yeah, the capsicum is a very important ingredient, because just like the soya sauce and vinegar, the capsicum is the soul of every Chinese food. Chow mein, spring roll, momos, and everything else. Whatever it is Chinese, the capsicum will always be used, and I just love capsicum. I don't know why, I just love its taste, and it is actually good for health. So yes, the capsicum. And you can also add chilies if you want. You can also add the chilies, and you can use these small chilies, or you can also use these large chilies. So yes, these were the vegetables, and I would say the vegetables would hardly cost me like a total of let's say 20 to 25 rupees. So yes, this was all my ingredients which I use in the pasta. And yes, I can't forget to mention oil. You can use olive oil or the sunflower oil. I would recommend to use the olive oil. So yeah. This is the first step to make our pasta, and as you can see, I've already put the water to boil. Yes. So now what you have to do is you have to add the pasta to the boiling water and keep it for a few minutes. As you can see that I've already put the pasta in the vessel and it is now boiling. So it is recommended to add salt and oil along with this pasta. It aids in the cooking process, and it also provides some flavor to the pasta. So yes, now I'm going to add to it a pinch of salt and half tablespoons of oil. So now I'm going to add a little bit of oil to it and a pinch of salt. You can actually add more of it, So, and meanwhile I'm going to chop all the vegetables required for this pasta. Yes, so let it boil. So guys, we finally boiled the pasta and drained out all the water from it, and and kept it in a separate vessel. So this is our boiled pasta, which we are gonna use to make our very delicious pasta. So you can see there is still some water left, which you have to drain out. Make sure that you drain out all the water. And now, meanwhile, what I did was I chopped the veggies. You can see I chopped onions, capsicum, tomatoes, and chilies. Yes. So let's get started and let's put these veggies into the frying pan. So I've put some olive oil in the frying pan, and now I'm going to turn on my induction, and I'm gonna put it to the least, that is 100, because you can't use a very high temperature with the oil. And now we will wait till it gets boiled. Now let's add the vegetables to the oil. So you don't have to add the tomatoes now, but by mistake I just add 2 pieces of it. So it's fine. So now just let it be for some time. And yeah, let's wait. So guys, finally when you see that the veggies are getting a brown color, you can add the tomatoes. Okay. So I'm gonna add the tomatoes now, and now I'm going to stir it. So finally I'm going to add the pasta to the veggies. So guys, you can finally see that I've mixed all the veggies, the fried veggies, with the pasta, and now what we have to do is we have to add the spices to it. So see, I'm going to add a little bit of salt, okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of the black pepper powder, just a little bit of it, but I'm gonna taste it from time to time, and I can add more of it. So yes, I've added the black pepper to the pasta, and now what we do is we also put a little bit of turmeric powder. We put a little bit of the turmeric powder to the pasta, and we also put the vinegar. We take 1 teaspoon of vinegar and we put in the pasta, and finally we use the soya sauce. We have to use just half tablespoon of soya sauce. Yeah, so you can see I've added all the ingredients to the pasta, and now I'm gonna mix it and I'm gonna show what it looks like. Finally guys, our pasta is ready. It's not that I used the same amount of the spices. I actually tasted it later and I added more salt, a little bit more black pepper, and a little bit more soya sauce. So yeah, just pardon my calculations because I'm cooking it for the first time, but finally I tasted it and it tastes so good. So this is the pasta. I'm gonna serve it in a plate, and I'm gonna show you how to serve it. Yes, I can't explain you guys how happy I am that finally my pasta is ready, and you can see it. I've served it in this plate, and what do you need to do now? Is there anything left to do? Do you think I missed an ingredient? Yes, I missed the hot and sweet tomato chili sauce. And now, I'm gonna add it because I just tasted it right now, and I felt that yes, something was missing, and this was the thing which was actually missing. So I'm gonna add the tomato chili sauce over this pasta, and it's going to be ready to eat. So guys, you can see that I've added the tomato chili sauce, and it looks super delicious right now, and you can eat it in your breakfast. It is not all that fatty, and it contains all the vegetables. So yes, just completely trust it and go with it. you know yes, so this is my pasta, and I'm so super proud of it that I actually made it. Yes.